My name is Bharat Dubey and I am the leader of the Red team. Today I am here to showcase my project based on the problem statements provided by the Code Quest team. First, I'll begin with showing you the PowerPoint presentation. So, the project's name for the problem statement which I had chosen is Cyber Phylax. Its motto is train before you become a target, and it is an interactive cybersecurity awareness platform. Phylax means guardian in Greek. I have chosen Cyber Zero to Problem statement because it is related to many users and it is faced by many users. For example, many elderly people, many people who are new to the internet, and many people who don't know much of the things which are there to take their data and scam them. I had taken this project because I think that this is a real problem. I also saw many other problems which I think that they are gonna be easy for me, but then I went with this. So the problem statement has its major points such as cyber attacks increasingly target ordinary users. That means it is targeting many users who don't even have any relations with uh, any stuff related to bad things such as trafficking or any other stuff. Like any normal user in today's world is a threat uh, for the people who are using the cyber attacks. Like anyone can hack anybody at this new era. Most people cannot identify phishing emails, fake login pages, or government impersonation scams. This point is basically more important for the elderly people. They don't usually see and um, they don't usually see and check the websites, check the URLs, and check the information given in those emails, and hence they get scammed very easily. Next point, awareness today relies on articles and videos that are rarely read. That means the things which are available for cybercrime awareness, such as yeah, articles, videos, and uh, informative guides, are either outdated or are very hard or not user friendly, like they are not easy to understand for the common people. Users only learn after becoming victims. For example, you receive an email of which is a phishing email. You don't know and you accidentally share your vital information with the scammer. And when you get scammed, you only learn after that. You think that, okay, it's all right. Next time I'll take care. But it's very bad for anybody in this world. To make people learn more about cyber crime awareness or to raise awareness for people not to not get uh, to not get scammed is a need of an engaging platform which makes the users feel fun as well as some real problems which they can face anytime. Then comes our solution, CyberPhylex. It is a product or a lesson through which users can understand the cybercrime area more easily. It is interactive, that is why this point is written. Existing solutions are more complicated and are not as user friendly as our new model. Existing solutions, which I told earlier, are either outdated or either uh, very hard to understand that they are not as user friendly as ours. Many people in around the world, even many in India, don't know what to do if they face such issues, and not aware of it. Like, as I said, the elderly people, they are most at risk because they don't read and they don't search up for the correct information. I'm not saying that there are only elderly people at risk. Many Gen Zs, many millennials, and many other users also get scammed for little things they don't even know. Next point. Cybercrime has risen so much in last 5 years that not knowing about how to protect yourself it from it seems a big threat. Sorry, I missed it there. Basically, in the last 5 years, cybercrime has r- risen many, like it has risen much faster than any other era as more technological advancements are made, more threat is more threat is coming to the people, and more cybercrime is happening. I'm not saying that cybercrime didn't happen 10 years back, but the volume of it was as low was very low as compared to last 5 years and ongoing. Cyber Phylax solved this problem. Let's see how. It provides phishing email simulators, fake websites detection, which is our future model. Like I didn't have the time and I didn't manage it quite good, quite greatly. So that's why I cannot make it. Next thing is government portal verification. One of the biggest scam sites through which people scam other ordinary people are government websites. Fake job scam awareness. That is also for future. I didn't have the time to write it, and I can give you an example of a multi-level marketing platform such as Forever Company. The example is such that they provide a exciting opportunity for the people so they can enroll into that campaign free of cost. But at the end of the campaign, they say you have to purchase a little amount of uh, little products from our company to use it and then sell it to other people. And that's how they make money and scam other people. The people don't receive any other payments other than giving their money altogether. The users experience realistic attacks, make decisions, receive instant feedback, and understand the consequences in a safe environment. Sorry for the it in front. Basically, our UI is written and made in such a way that users don't feel it as an unrealistic platform. They see it as a real threat, but not as violent as a in real situation. Like it is emphasized as a real threat, but it is not as real as the actual ones. But it is quite important for the people to understand through the UI that if they don't sorry, basically the UI is designed in such a way that the people feel that it is real, but it's actually not as much harmful as it's in real life. But it's important for the people to understand that this can happen to themselves. So this is why the UI is made in that way. It's a fun way of getting educated, which is also very important if a person is using internet on a daily basis while using its services also. If you're using internet for most of the times, like who does not use internet in his everyday life? But if you're chronically online like me, you are also at a high risk of getting scammed through these types of methods. That is why you need to understand the terms of how to not get scammed or how to not get involved, even if you get things like this, even if you get emails like that, even if you get messages for sign up at government portals. Many people in around the world Even most in India don't know what to do if they face such issues and are not aware of it. I didn't make the document as good as I wanted it to be. I just repeated a line here, so that's why I stopped. Moving on, the project workflow. To understand this, let's first get into our project and let's just see the website which I have made. Looking at the side by side with the project workflow, when you are opening the site, you can see the landing page as it welcomes you in the term of welcome to Cyber Phylax. It also has our motto. And when you click the start simulation button, you can see the scenarios mentioned here. These are real life scenarios. I can assure you that this is not as appealing or looking as a real life scenario, but it is as important as any other method. So when you click any one of the scenarios, for example, if you click the email phishing scenario, you get redirected to other web page, which has the email phishing simulation. For example, one day you receive an email saying from Netflix that it's urgent to update your payment details. It is a well written email with a button of update payment now. You think that is a real Netflix support team and they're helping you. So what will you do? If you click it and sign up in it, your credentials will go to the scammer and you will be in trouble. So if you click it, your information will be given to the scammer and you will be tracked and you will be tricked and you will be in trouble as your payment details, password, email address, and personal information will be shared to him. And it is a very high risk score on the score meter. I actually have created this image from ChatGPT because I didn't have the time to actually code all this. So that is why. Moving on, what if you click report email? What if you think that this is a fake email? It is not from Netflix and you are a quite uh, uh, um, aware audience. My friend helped me with that. So if you're a aware audience and you know that this is a fake email, and then you click the report email, what will you be having? If you reported this email, you did a very great job because you are aware as compared to most people at your local area or local place. Basically what happens is if you give a report to any website, any organization, for example, if you report it to Netflix, it says that someone is scamming in the name of you, or even if you report it to the Google that they are using this email through your providing services, then it goes under review, the authorities take action, and the community is protected. And the thing which you did is quite well because it is needed by the people who get scammed or even get this type of emails or any other kind of phishing methods. Because if you report this and if it gets resolved, which it will be, then you are protecting yourself as well as your community. You're also protecting the people around you, uh, like your relatives or your friends or any of the people whom you know can also receive this type of email and they can be at risk. So what you did is very great job. Now moving on, what if you did what if you ignored it? Like you thought like okay it's whatever and then you ignored it. Not sort of like it's a phishing email or any other, but if you just ignored it, what will happen? If you will ignore it, what will happen is that it will stay in your inbox. But the thing is, it will not be used by you, but it will not also, uh, but it will not also uh, help you to remove this email for the community so that you can help them. And if you ignore it and not report it and not take any action, the people who are trying to scam you may try to send this email to any other person or any other people around you, and they will just think that you ignored this and they will try on the next target. People do send this email in a very bunch manner, like they send many people this type of email at once. But if you ignore it, you are ignoring the fact that many people also are getting this email and are at risk. So you should always report this kind of emails. Your information could be stolen and used for fraud or identity theft. If the email is manipulated in such a manner that even if it stays in your inbox, it can be manipulated so that your informations can be taken out from the email service provider you are using. It can also um, it can also be the cause of your financial loss, as if any financial information would be shared, you will be in threat, and the account could be compromised as well. So the thing you should have done was it either to report it or either to delete it if you are ignoring it right away. Now moving back. What if you clicked on the scenario number two, which is fake website? Fake websites are very large scamming methods. Like they're most popular after phishing emails. So what if you click this? So now you can see that websites are listed all around the world. Among them, many fake websites also come in disguise, such as any website which uses your sensitive information, such as login, info, or bank details. For example, the websites you see, Netflix dash account dash update.com. You think this is a real Netflix website? Let's click it. This is not a real website because it has a manipulated link as compared to the real Netflix website. What are the things that you need to be taking care of when you are clicking these type of websites? Because this is a Netflix website, it can ask your login information, your passwords, your financial details. So whenever you are putting all this information in the website, make sure to check the URL to verify it from the local browsers such as Google or Edge. If it is misspelled, you can directly remove it from your search bar. If it looks like it's suspicious, if it is starting with HTTP instead of HTTPS, you can also remove it, as the official websites always starts with HTTPS. A scam websites starts with HTTP. They also use HTTPS sometimes, but the domain name cannot be same as compared to the real ones. So you should also check the domain, as well as sometimes the endings of uh like sorry, the domain you can use it, but the domain can be same but the name could not be. So you should check the name thoroughly, and if possible use a VPN as much as you can while you are browsing the web, as if something bad happens, even if you are redirected to a website which is uh, s- which is used for scamming, or if it is a fraud website, It will not track your information back when you are browsing away from that website. So VPN is a quite good use case application that you can use while browsing the internet. If you think that the websites are not as legitimate as they seem, your IP address can be manipulated as well. Like they can know your IP address even if you log in or even if you come to the website. That's why you can use virtual proxy networks, VPNs. Now, government site. The most common scam methods include fake websites, which also include the official or the official looking like fake government websites. Do you think that this official dash scheme name dash apply.gov.org is a real government website? And you think that you can apply any form or fill any form and give any information in this website? What do you think? You click it, and this dialog appears in front of you. You think that is a real website, and you try to fill out the form which you are trying to fill, and you fill your sensitive information such as name, address, details, personal information, and even if you fill out it with your personal documents, it can be breached because anytime there is a government website, it always ends with .gov, not .org, not .co, nor .in. It only ends with .gov. So whenever you are using a government website, always remember to check its domain. If it's .gov.in, then it's real. If it is any other than that, then it's a fake website. Always try to check HTTPS, HTTP. If it is HTTPS and you can see a padlock beside it, then it's secured website. If you don't see it, then then that will be a fake website for sure. Government websites are major methods through which scammer scam the people because people tend to trust the website as it's looking like it's of government, and they provide very sensitive information such as personal information. They also provide sometimes their legitimate documents which get pawned and are used against them when the documents reach the scammers. So these are the two scenarios which I made in the time limit I was given. Actually, I was not able to manage the time quite well. So that is why I have only two scenarios mentioned here. In the future, I can integrate this website with more scenarios as well. Now going back to our documentation. So we were here. So you go to the landing page, you choose a simulation that is a scenario. You analyze the scenario for what is the scenario, like it is written email phishing or website checker. Then you decide the action you want to take. For example, which we took right here of uh, of clicking any three of these is a user decision. So it depends upon you if you click it or if you report the email or you ignore it. And same for here, but I was not able to make the buttons for the interactive panel. Moving on, this was the project workflow. Tech stack. What did I use to make this website workable? I used HTML5 and CSS3 to make this. I don't have a prior knowledge in CSS, but I have a little bit prior knowledge in HTML5. I deployed it through Vercel, but it has an issue which is not fixed yet. I could not resolve it. So that's why I didn't mention the link in this document as well as the readme.md file in GitHub. I have mentioned it, but it is not working. So if you can see a single web page, I mean, that's a very good thing. What is the future of cyber Phylax? I will add and try to add more scenario integration. For example, fake job applications and MLM scams and ad block scams, AI generated scenarios. I can make the UI more interactive. I can add more buttons. I can add animation. I can add effects to make it more fun to use and more interactive. I can integrate it with recent attacks, cyber attacks near your location. You can just put up your location and see that if any data was breached, any hacks were done, any scam reports were registered, any news of scamming was registered. You can also see that, but I will integrate it in future. So this is the future plan. What is it solving? Like it what's Phylax solving problem, and what is the relevance? What is the problem it is solving is credential theft, phishing, fake websites, and government impersonation, which I just told you. What is the impact? Improves digital literacy. Everybody who uses it would know how to stay safe from these methods and reduces successful cyber attacks. Attackers pretty some many times think that they can deceive people, but if they are more digital literate, they can uh, you know mm, defeat the attackers and never make them successful in scamming other people and making the society better. It encourages active security habits. If you were scammed or if you are learning these things from our website, you can be more sensitive towards security habits. You may sometimes eventually see and check the URLs often. That improves, encourages for an active security habit plan. Moving on, functionality and completion. It has a landing page, scenario selection, phishing modules, government awareness module, and decision based interaction, which I showed you in the image. And what I have planned is scoring system. I have also used some of it in the scenario one, but it's not as relevant as it is now. I can use the certificates, like certifications you can get, free certificates you can get for cyber awareness and analytics dashboard. Like I could make it like a fun game, which on how many scenarios did you complete successfully will show you the points and the leaderboard of your analysis based upon each scenario. And I could integrate it so it could go global. So it can be more of a competition in a fun way. Innovation and creativity. Unlike traditional awareness platforms, CyberPhylax focuses on experiential learning, which means that if you're seeing any cyber crime awareness mm, blog or website in which it is stated, you are just reading it and you are just not implementing it on real life. I'm not saying that just go and get a phishing email and just get scammed so you can learn it. But CyberPhylex solve this problem directly. It can be a fun way and also a impersonating real life threat way to learn about cybercrime and to learn how to prevent this. It has some unique features such as interactive simulations, as I have told you many times earlier. Learn by doing. You have to actually press the buttons and you have to actually make decisions by yourself to learn and get the things which based upon your selection. Real world attack recreation. The problem statement, the scenarios are taken from real world threats and real world attacks, instant education feedback. When you take a lesson scenario, you can learn and instantly recognize what impact does it make after learning it. Like one day you may see a phishing email and think that, oh yeah, I did that cybersecurity awareness program in a interactive fun way, and now I have learned about that, and now I am seeing this email, so I will just report it. And you will also uh, feel good that you did that lesson and you are doing a good thing for the community as well as you for you. Easily expandable scenario library. This is another planned feature which emphasizes the fact on expanding the scenario library using AI as well as real threats as compared with any other models. Ours is more better to learn with as it's more real world centric than being more reading related. That means even if you read a article or a blog, you are just reading the thing which happened to a person. It's a real world thing. I get it. But you are not experiencing it in a contained environment, so you can learn from it. This in this field, cyber Phylax comes in role. It gives you a contained environment which, in a fun way, teaches you how to get rid of those scammers and get educated as well as get um, like as well as to help community and other people. Documentation and explanation. For folder structure, I made it like index.html, simulation.html, phishing.html, website.html, and assets folder, which you can see in my GitHub repository. Future models, as I said to you, add pop-up data scams. Like when you're visiting a website, for example, a movie website, you get repetitive ads. They can also get information through many types of many methods. Another is ransomware simulation, and another one is password security checker. I can integrate something like when you enter a password, an existing password of yours, it can check from all over the world that if it has been breached anywhere, or the password you are about to use, the, has it been breached anywhere else. Unknown application installation. When you are surfing the browser and when you are doing your daily stuff, and unknowingly when something gets installed in your laptop or personal computer, you are not aware of it, and it basically works as a trojan. Like you install something else but something malicious gets installed with it, and it harms your PC as well as a laptop. Next, why cyberphylax? Practical instead of theoretical, beginner friendly, engaging interface, scalable for schools, colleges, and organizations. It is the most biggest MSP, you can say MVP of not MVP, but the best thing of this platform that you can scale it and distribute it to the schools, the colleges, the education institutions, so that the awareness gets easily to person and more fast in a more fast manner. It can evolve into a full cybersecurity training platform, but it is for like it is more for uh, far future. Like it's not for like I can do or I can build it 1 or 2 months. So, what are some competitors and what they do? What are their weaknesses and where does CyberPhylex takes advantage? Know Before is a good competitor. What they do is they provide enterprise security awareness training and phishing simulations. What are their weaknesses? Primarily designed for organizations can feel corporate. For example, if you're not working in that enterprise or at the organization, you're not able to access that. And if you even if you're accessing it through some client, or if you even if you're accessing it solely, you may feel it like more of an enterprise like vibe, and you may not feel it more engaging. Cyberphilex advantage for know before is simpler interactive experience aimed at students and everyday users. Anybody in this world who has a internet connection can log into or can just open our website, get the information about it, and get a feedback, and can also feel more more uh, more accountable towards the actions and what they do, what the decision do they make. Another competitor is Hawksnut. They have an AI powered phishing simulations and employee training. Their weakness is enterprise focused and subscription based. Just as know before, it is emphasized on enterprise and corporations. It is not as user friendly as for any other single person. Cyberphilex advantage in for Hawks Hunt is accessible education simulations with a focus on practical awareness. Another time I'm emphasizing the fact of accessible education. It's quite easy to understand. It's quite interactive. Another competitor is Proofpoint. What they do: security awareness and phishing protection. Weakness: focused on large business. Basically, they are all for enterprises as well as for large companies, and they are not as easy to understand as Cyberphilex. And Cyberphilex again takes the advantage of being easy to understand and learning for individuals. Moving on, thank you for giving me this opportunity and helping me throughout. I thank Team CodeQuest, all the moderators, admins, mentors, and the whole team NYC, not a college, and all the community members in Discord and the people whom I have talked with. Thank you. My name is Varadube and I am the leader of Red Team.